What does one do if they suddenly find out their job is in jeopardy? The business that they worked for has decided to call it quits. Bankruptcy. Well, if you're like these two mid-Michigan men, Calvin Hunt and Bob Jensen of Edmore, you look into the possibilities of buying the company to secure your job security for your family and fellow employees. As far-fetched as that scenario sounds, that's kind of what took place back in 1991 when the cedar furniture manufacturing company they worked for many years was about to close. Bob, Calvin, and another former employee took over and with an unparalleled determination took the floundering organization into a new and exciting era to become a multi-million-dollar outdoor and indoor rustic furniture company that's been providing a livelihood for dozens of employees. Now, wooden, outdoor, and indoor rustic furniture manufactured by Lakeland Mills can be found not only at the big box stores like Walmart, but also on the internet. Lakeland Mills' roots actually extend back to the 1920s, when it was started by the Great Lakes Adventist Academy of Holly, where students were given the chance to work as trainees. That operation was sold in 1987 to a company that eventually declared bankruptcy in 91. This was the turning point for Lakeland Mills that eventually moved its operation into a 113,000 square foot manufacturing plant in Edmore, Michigan.
We've been making cedar log furniture, outdoor cedar log furniture, since we bought it in 1991, and it goes back even further than that. The log furniture was actually started in about 1950, and the trellis is what started in 1928. So we've been making the outdoor stuff for quite a few years, and about 10 years ago we diversified a little more and started making indoor log furniture, bunk beds, things of that nature that people use inside their homes. And then last fall, we took another turn. Calvin's son was actually the first person ever to put our stuff on the internet, and that was 12 years ago. And since then, we've picked up a lot more internet retailers. People that used to sell through catalogs and mail order have now switched and done internet. Your major retailers. They also have internet. It changes our season. When we were just making outdoor furniture, we had a season from New Year's Day to Memorial Day. And the other half of the year, we sold very little. Selling over the internet means the retail customer decides when they want to buy it. And so it's extended the season, and adding in the indoor furniture has also extended the season because that has no season. It's a different market. So we traditionally marketed our trellises and log furniture through traditional retailers. You can buy them in Menards, Meyer stores, Ace Hardwares. But the handcrafted stuff is done all over the internet. Customers go to a website, our website, lakelandmills.com, or others, and buy right online, and we deliver directly to their door. And so it's a different market, different customer.
I think it's quality, because we send stuff to doctors, we send stuff to people that's the only purchase they're going to make for the year. People want something that will last, and this is made in the U.S., and we've seen so much stuff that doesn't last that's made other places. We have people call and ask us for parts for swings to repair them that have had their swings for 15, 20 years. And so people like something that will last, and I've talked to all sorts of people. We ship all over the country, and a week ago we shipped a bed to Sweden, and we've shipped truckloads into Canada and to Norway, and got another truck going to Norway here in the next week or so. Container load going to Norway.
Locally owned and run, Lakeland Mills has that unique opportunity to make innovations that affects directly their customers in a very personal way. Take, for instance, their custom design department, where the Lakeland Mills team works one-on-one with customers to create that very special piece.
Well, you know, it's something we've thought about for years, that we ought to do custom furniture for people, but when you're doing a standard production facility, it's very hard to do. My son started offering a few things online other than what we produced, and my youngest son would build them for him. And I seen the ease that he could do that with once he started, got into that. And so when the opportunity came along, then we decided to try that, and we've expanded now just from our custom stuff, that if people really want something, even in our standard line, that we will custom build that for them. And granted, they're going to pay more money for it, but they can have something that nobody else has.
With innovations like that, along with happy employees that take pride in producing quality, durable products designed to last a lifetime, the company, despite a recession that's affected everyone, has seen steady growth since 1991.
When we bought it in 1991, our first day, which was 10th of February 1991, we had 11 employees, and we did $500,000 of business that year. Now we do it about $3 million a year, and we have 50 employees. It's somewhat seasonal. We still have a slower time, but about 50 employees that we keep busy most of the time, and it keeps us busy.
It certainly was a wonderful time we spent at this surviving and thriving Michigan business in Edmore. Surviving because of management's dedication and determination. Thriving because of a solid workforce with dedicated long-term employees. Some are second and third generation workers, or should we say craftsmen and women, who pride themselves in producing quality Michigan products at competitive prices. We thank Lakeland Mills of Edmore for sharing their day with us. But before we left, the employees of this Michigan-based company had one more point to drive home before we hit the road.
Buy our quality products at LakelandMills.com.
Point well taken.